Hey folks, check out my new nightstands. Very pretty. Got the lights in them. Wireless charging right there. You just set your phone down, charges it up. So, if you want to see how I made these, stay tuned. Hey folks, it is Saturday morning, and today I'm finally starting on our nightstand builds. These are going to be more like floating shelves. They're going to have tons of cool stuff built into them though. So first off, I want to say it's a nice 59 degrees here this morning in Louisiana, which is amazing. Trying to get some woodworking done without being sweaty. But anyways, let me turn the camera. So here's what we got. This is some cypress plywood that we're going to use for the nightstands. And then up here, obviously tape measure is not going into them, but this is a fluorescent light cover, the plastic that'll be used. We have two wireless charging pads here. This is just some wire for these LED light strips that we have, and then we have two basically power strips with USB plugs in them. So all this stuff is going to be used. It's going to be used on this build, and you'll see it as we go along. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the sheet of plywood here, because what I'm going to do is this plywood is exactly 24 inches tall, and I want my grain to all flow together. So I'm basically going to lay it out. I'm going to clear off this table up here, and I'm going to get it laid out and show you guys exactly where I'm going to cut and what I mean by getting a nice flow to it, because it's not going to be painted, it's going to be stained. So since it's going to be stained, I want the grain to flow. I want it to look like one piece when it's all done, and it's going to be a floating shelf. So let me get everything cleared off here. I'll get it laid out and show you what we're going to do. Alright guys, I got the plywood laid out. It's just kind of well, it's laid out exact measurements, but you know, once you start cutting it on table saw, every cut you're going to lose, I think, 1/8 inch because of your blade. But show you what I was talking about here. So hopefully you can see my lines. So this thing's going to be, give you the exact measurement. It's going to be 26 inches wide by 20 inches deep. The top is. Zoom out a little bit so you can see better. And there's a bug running on it. But anyways, you can see I got a line here. So this first gap is my 4 inches. My sides are going to be 4 inches tall. So I got 4 inches, 4 inches. You can't really see that one. You see a little bit right there. And then another 4-inch section. So once this is all cut in 45, you know, got miters on it, they all get together. This wood grain coming up the side here will flow to the top. It'll flow at the bottom. These corners might not match up exactly because, you know, we're taking a corner out right here, but it's going to be pretty doggone close. So what I'm going to try to do for you guys, I want to set the camera up and try to record all this, but I don't think I'm going to record cutting all this wood up. We're going to get it all cut up, and then I'll record the rest of the stuff we're doing as far as making the pockets and a bunch of other fancy stuff in it. Alright folks, making a dusty mess. That's good. So here's our progress now. I got our tops. They're cut rough to size. They're still about 1/4 inch off right now. That way I can tune them up, because it's you know, when you're using a little baby table saw like this, I couldn't cut my 26-inch width. So I got them close, and what I'm going to do is just well, we'll get them to exact 26s when I do the 45s on them. But I got all the pieces cut. I got both tops. I got my 4 sides, my 2 fronts, and now excuse me, got the saw set up to start cutting my miters on all my side pieces. And yep, I'm gonna get these all cut out, and then I will set the camera up, like I said, when we start doing all the detail work on the inside of the top pieces. Alright guys, woo, made a mess out here already, but we're getting ready to make a big mess because getting ready to get the trim router out and start cutting the pockets. So try to get everything laid out here and show you what we'll use. Alright, let's get this camera flipped. Alright, so here is my wireless charger, okay? What we're gonna do is I got a jig made here, so this way it'll be exact on both sides. I got it lined up at the outside corner. This is upside down right now, and we're gonna route this hole out. Now what I'm gonna do, let's see if I can find a flat piece of plywood here to show you. So where I want to take it is, I want to go all the way to the top of this last veneer. I mean, we're going like 1/32 from busting through this thing. But then that pocket, or the charger, will fit down in this pocket. And it should work. I did the same thing to my computer desk upstairs, and it works just fine. So just take your time. We're gonna walk the bit down in there. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna record this part because it's gonna be dusty as could be, and I'm not trying to get my phone covered in dust. So we'll get some pictures and stuff of it throughout the process, but we got 2 of these to do, so we'll be back. Alright folks, got the first pocket cut, and it's, you hear how thin that is right now, and I'm going to show you with this flashlight right here, my Milwaukee flashlight. This is how thin it is on the veneer. You can see the light shining through it, so that's what we want. You just want just enough that that'll fit. Sorry for the bad camera work here for a second, but I'll show you that this thing fits in there. So what we gotta do next now, see, our charger drops right in just like that. So what I'm gonna do next is, my charging plug is right here. So I need to draw me a line, that way my plug can plug in. Whoops, sorry guys. Kids are out here riding their bikes, I ain't got nobody to film. But anyways, that way this will be low enough for the cable to plug in and run out and go on to the next step of what we got going on. So that's one complete, or not complete, but at least pockets in it. So I gotta do, like I said, we're doing 2 of these unfortunately, so everything's gotta be mirrored images of each other. But I'm gonna keep working on this and making a huge freaking mess in my garage, but it's okay, that's what's fun about this. So we'll be back in a little while. Alright folks, I got the first one in and made this little mount, which is this, it just holds this in place, so don't move. But yeah, you got the wire slot good. I'm not worried about the rest of the wire because, like I said, this is basically a floating shelf, so you're not gonna see none of this. So before I go any further, because I still got a flush mount light we're putting in this, I'm gonna go ahead and get the French cleat piece mounted on this one. That way I know where exactly to put my light and get it lined up. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. And then after all this one's done, we get to do it again. So we'll be back. Alright guys, now we're on the top side of the nightstand. The phone charging port is right here, somewhere in this area. But now what we're doing is putting the pocket for the light. And I already got the pocket routed out for the light, and now I got it marked out. This is just a scrap piece here of these go on a fluorescent light, like you see in schools and office buildings stuff. But now we're going to route a pocket to cut this to fit into that. Whoops, like that right there. I really need to get one of these kids come filming for me, but Miss Belle out here, she got her hat and everything on, looking silly because it's like, I don't know what it is out right now, 59 degrees out, and she thinks it's freezing. But to us Louisiana folks, you know, 59 is kind of chilly. So anyhow though, I'm going to get the router set up and start cutting this next pocket. I'll see you all in a little while. Hi folks, I'm making progress here, believe it or not. Getting ready now to cut the plastic fluorescent light cover to fit where our light is in the nightstand. Show you what I got here. So here's my pocket. It's got the LED light strip in it. Obviously it's not wired up or anything, but then this is our lip where we're going to put the other stuff in. Alright guys, we're rocking and rolling on these babies. Believe it or not, I shouldn't say believe it or not, I'm not very confident in my woodworking skills sometimes, but sometimes shit just falls together and you're like, oh my lord. Look at now. So now we got our LED light strip flush mounted in, and I know for a fact these are bright because I got them on my TV stand also. But we got this little lip right here. See this lip all the way around, and that's going to be where our lens cover is going to go. That hopefully we're going to make out of this piece I got right here. So Now it's time to get out some more tools. Start marking out this thing. Hopefully we can do this without busting it up. So, but if I do, that's fine. I got more than enough down there of what I need. So once we get that cut for it, we'll be able to start assembling this one, getting the sides put on it, and then starting on the next one. So see y'all in a while. Alright guys, you gotta check this out. Sometimes I amaze myself. Check this out. Now we got our LED light in, and we got the cover on it. It's pretty good. Got a little bit of Sharpie over here I gotta wipe off of it, but that ain't no big deal. But that's where we're at now. So this one is ready to put together. I am going to find something to mark right in this area where it's about right in here, but where our phone charger's at. That way my wife don't get mad at me. She always saying she can't find where to lay her phone. But on my desk when I done it, it was a lot easier. Remember, so I can actually talk too. It was a lot easier on my desk because I picked a knot in the desk that was actually a pretty large knot, and then we filled it with epoxy. So I was able to tell where the phone charger's at on the desk. Now with this one, I also don't want to paint anything on it. I don't think. Maybe some kind of scribe marks real light with like a razor blade or something, just so you can see where it's at, but it don't stand out. So that's where we're at with this one now. We're going to get it assembled. Still got the power strip to mount underneath it. That way everything, because I want it to be just a one wire system coming from the nightstand over to plug in, but we're getting there. So I'm going to get this one assembled, and then I'll probably be it for the videos for a little while, because there's no need to bore you showing you making the same exact thing I just made. So see y'all in a little while. Hopefully this thing will be assembled and ready to put some color on it if my wife chooses the color. See you later. Alright guys, got the first one almost done. So, move this out of the way, show you. Still got to fill my nail holes, work on my edges a little bit, but it's getting there now. So this is essentially it. It's going to be floating shelf nightstand. Just put the lens back in. The light's not in it because I'm going to stain it here in a minute. And I want to show you something real quick. Now listen to me guys. I trust all of you that watch my channel. Don't tell my wife this, but I got her brand new Samsung Z flip phone out here with me because I've got the charger hooked up, power strip mounted underneath it. And the reason for the power strip on this is because it's going to be a one wire system for the whole nightstand. So let's make sure this charger works. Now I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see it. I scribed the lines where the charger's at. So what I'm going to do, I'll lay her phone on it, see where we're at. And it's charging. I don't think you guys saw it. Let me open her phone up. Maybe you can see it that way. I don't know. All right, let's try this again. I don't know if it'll charge with it open. I don't understand nothing about this phone. There it goes. You see it kicked on. Wireless charging. 13 minutes till full. Boom, it works. All right, guys. You can see it works. So with that being said, I'm gonna sneak back inside real quick, put my wife's phone back on the table so she don't notice I brought it out here in this dusty ass garage, and see if I can get a color she wants to see stained. And we're gonna start on the second one. This will be a mirror image of this one. See y'all later. Alright guys, nightstands are complete, ready to stain. So I'm gonna show you. There they are. Basically just two floating shelves. Show you the underside here. So you got the power strip going to them, the USB going to the charger. Should work out pretty good. There's the you can see the grids there that I cut in it. That's going to be where that's your charging pad right there. You can kind of see that one there. So there we go. I got Kinsley out here whining and crying about something. So I'm gonna get off here and get some stain put on these, and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, got the stain on them. We went the Varathane Classic Black. Show you what they look like. There they are. My little circles showed up good, so you know where your charging pad's at. There's the other one. But yeah, I think they turned out really nice looking. I like that color on them. So next time you see them, they will got some runs right there on that one, but get them wiped off. But next time you see them, I'll have them installed on the wall and get the lights wired up and show you how they work.